EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television. He said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety
creep. The give to Taylor. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let them know.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught, blocked it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 13. 80 weapon. Hey, Charlie. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Who that?
3rd down, Young from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Red.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tomlinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Taylor. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He's got Harrison left side complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 8, read. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. You're out. Check 31.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 5 now. Young. This will be caught by Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On first down, Love. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Shift, shift.
Bang, 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 bang.
Rock it, rock it. Ready?
On first down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Let's go.
Taylor. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Protein spill. Shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. X3, 218, chopper. Shoot. Get it.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Safe. General West. Check. Check. Beat triple.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 37.
Switch. Hey, wahoo! Now!
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Young on third down. And he's got Lockett. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A first down throw for Young. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. 5.
Young on first down. It's complete to Lockett. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Fresno.
Now.
Again, it's Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, high 7.
Now here's Young. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A final shot before break. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking.
Ready?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go team, spill.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Bam.
Rush in. Check. Lucky.
Go.
Back.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the edge.
He's crashing.
General West. Let's go. Get set. Shoot.
Now Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down. You go tight. You got tight right there. Greystone, travel.
Mike 35.
Go.
Not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready?
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, box drop.
35, Mike 35. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Go.
Mike, let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Get it.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready up. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ready, ready. Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check 26, check 26. Look at me. Go, hit it.
Young now to throw on 3rd down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st down, Taylor, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go.
Motion.
Squeeze.
Here's Taylor, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Don't let him breathe. Hey, Zoo. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Jim. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Double dog.
Hey.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Here we go, D.
Ready?
Young to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing on first down. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go.
Young. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's taken to the 26. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. Again, it's Tomlinson. Got some room at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.